Okay, this week we're doing contour drawing, and right over here. Nice job. Hi everybody, I want to introduce to you an artist by the name of Georges Seurat. He was born in 1859 in Paris, France, where he grew up. He came from a very wealthy family, so he was able to just paint in his studio and not have to worry about selling any of his paintings. He explored something really new and cool for his time period. He explored the science of optics and color. Instead of mixing colors together on the palette and placing them on the canvas, he would put 2 or 3 or 4 colors next to each other so that your eye would mix it. It made the colors much more vibrant and really interesting. He must have been a very patient man, because there's a painting called The Sunday Afternoon on the island of Le Grand Jatte, and it's in the Art Institute in Chicago, Illinois. If you ever get a chance to go look at it, it's incredible. It's a 6-foot by 10-foot canvas painting with tiny little dots. It took him over 2 years non-stop to complete that painting, but it's an awesome work of art. He died when he was only 31 years old, and what they found out about him is he had a wife and a child that he kept secret from his family. His son also died the same year he did. They think it was meningitis. But he left us such a great legacy and a fun way to paint. So come with me and we're going to do a pointillism painting. Okay, I'm really excited about doing this Georges Seurat pointillism piece of art. And so what I have is a printout of his painting called the Eiffel Tower. The original is actually in a museum in San Francisco, California, and it's not a whole lot bigger than this. It's, I think, about 6 by 9 in real life. This is just a printout, and I'm going to take a piece of acetate. I thought this would be so fun on this clear plastic so we could hang it in the window and really have light come through it and make a phenomenal little piece of art. We can put the acetate right over it and we can start painting. You can see the contrasting or complementary colors that he uses with each other, as well as analogous colors, which are colors that are close on the color wheel to each other. They're more in relation to each other. It really makes a powerful little piece of art. This is going to take a little bit of time, so you need to be patient and just enjoy it. I've got a handful of Q-tips here. I just have some basic colors here, white and primary colors, red, yellow. I have 2 blues. So I created with the red and the yellow some different shades of oranges over here. I'm going to just go ahead and start with this. Well, let's start with the yellow. I think the lighter colors first would be fun. And I'm just going to add some yellow where I see yellow in the sky. These tiny little paint strokes that he used are so tiny that when you stand back you don't even see the little dots, you just see an image. You can see that there's a slight gradation of light to dark in the sky here. So there's more yellow and white at the top of the sky, and it gets a little bit darker as it comes down to the horizon, which actually is the opposite of what happens in nature. Let's use, well, let's just go ahead and flip this over, and let's put some white in here. This is the warm blue that I'm using. It's a cerulean blue. This other blue here, this darker one, is ultramarine blue. It's a cooler blue. You can tell it's cooler because it's a little bit more purple as opposed to the cerulean, which tends to lean toward green more. Whoops. Cool thing about this support, this acetate, is if you make a dot somewhere that you don't want, just wipe it off. Okay, now I'm going to take a little white with that blue and do a really light blue in there. You can see that as I'm kind of blending these complementary colors together, using them together, blue and orange are complements. So when they physically mix together, it's going to kind of gray down the colors a little bit. They kind of take the intensity out of each other. If you want to use a little tape to tape this down so it doesn't shift around on you, you can. I'm going to lift this up and just see where I'm missing some points. Okay, we haven't done the tower itself yet. And I might need to fill in a little bit more where these trees are. Into the picture frame here, or tree. It looks like maybe a tree in the foreground. This look? Looking pretty good. As I turn this over, you can see what we're missing here. Okay, I think. Just wanted to find this edge right here a little bit more. A little bit more light here. Okay, I am done. I'm going to sign it with a Sharpie. And I'm going to hang it in my window when it's dry.